Hi, today's lesson is a quick review of all the four conditionals in English: the zero, the first, the second, and the third. So, if you want a quick reminder of how these conditionals work, this is a good opportunity for you. Okay, let us start. We're going to start with zero conditional or conditional type O. Now, what happens during summertime to the ice? Of course, it melts. So, if you hit ice, it melts. Ice melts if you heat it. So, let's consider these. If people eat too much, they get fat. If you touch a fire, you get burned. People die if they don't eat. So please notice the words, the highlighted words. We have if and the verbs. So what can you see here? So we have here if plus subject pronoun plus present, comma, subject pronoun plus present. We have, in this sentence, we have what is called the if clause. It's the clause which includes if and the main clause. Please don't forget the comma when you start with if. And you can also start with the main clause, then the if clause. But this time we don't have a comma. So the question here, when should we use conditional type O? So conditional type O is used to talk about general truth where the result is always true. It doesn't change with time. So let's check for understanding. Here is some examples. If I not water the plant, they die. He feels sick if he take a cold shower. If he make noise, he get a bad mark. Let's start with first one. Yes, if I don't water the plants, they die. Remember, we have if plus present simple plus comma plus present simple. In the second example, he feels sick if he takes a cold shower. We have present simple plus present simple, and we have without comma. Here, if he makes noise, he gets a bad mark. As I told you before, you can start with if clause or with the main clause. It's all the same, but remember with if you start with if, you should put a comma. That's conditional type O. Now let's move to conditional 1 or the first conditional. Now here, as you can see in the picture, it looks that I studying hard. Pass the exam. Look at this example. If I study hard, I will pass the exam. Or I will pass the exam if I study hard. Let's consider the park. Let's check your understanding. If he come, I be surprised. If we wait here, we be late. If we go on holiday, we go to Spain. So the first one, as we said, if plus simple present plus will plus bare infinitive. So if he comes, I'll be surprised. Present simple will plus bare infinitive. If we wait here, we be late. So if we wait here, we will be late. If we go on holiday, we go to Spain. If we go on holiday, we will go to Spain. I hope you have understood the first conditional. Now let's move to the second one. As you can see here in this picture, she won the lottery. So if you won the lottery, you are going to do a lot of things. Maybe she's going to buy a villa. Now look at this example. If I won the lottery, I would buy a big house. We can also start with the main clause. I would buy a big house if I won the lottery. Now please look at the highlights in these examples. If I meet the Queen of England, I would say hello. She would travel all over the world if she were rich. She would pass the exam if she ever studied. So as you can see here, we have if plus subject pronoun plus the past simple, comma, subject pronoun plus would plus bare infinitive. It means infinitive without to. She would travel all over the world if she were rich, but in reality she's not rich, so she can't travel all over the world. We can start with the main clause, subject pronoun plus would plus infinitive plus if and plus past simple. So we can use the second conditional to talk about two things. To talk about things in future that are probably not going to be true, or to talk about something in the present which is impossible because it's not true. So it is an unreal conditional. It's called second conditional or unreal conditional. You understand it? If it be Saturday, I go to the beach. So the answer, if it, the verb should be in the simple past. If it were Saturday, I would go to the beach. Normally speaking, we would say if it was Saturday. But with conditional type 2, always with it, he, and she, and I, you use were instead of was. If I have some money, I lend it to you. So the answer, if I had some money, I would lend it to you. We can use the short form of would. It becomes I'd lend it to you. If I be free, I go shopping with you. Remember what I said with I, he, she, and it. We use was, were instead of was. If I were free, I'd go shopping with you, or you can start with the main clause. I'd go shopping with you if I were free. Now let's move to the third conditional. Look at this picture. The boy looks like a very lazy one. He doesn't want to study. So what is the result? He's going to fail the exam. So the third conditional, look at these examples. If he had studied, he would have passed the exam. He would have passed the exam if he had studied. Okay, let's other examples. If we had taken a taxi, we wouldn't have missed the plane. So in reality, if we had taken a taxi, we wouldn't have missed the plane. So we didn't take the taxi, so we have missed the plane. She wouldn't have been tired if she had gone to bed earlier. Now she's tired. She would have become a teacher if she had gone to school. She is not a teacher now. Now let's first look at the form. So with third conditional, we use if plus subject pronoun plus had taken plus had plus past participle. Of course, the comma, subject pronoun plus would plus have plus past participle. If you want to start with the main clause, we use subject pronoun plus would plus have plus past participle without comma plus if plus subject pronoun plus had plus past participle. It's easy if you say if I had, I would have. In this way, you're going to remember the third conditional. Now the question, when to use the third conditional? So we use it to express regret about the past. We cannot change the past, it's too late. Or to refer to an impossible condition in the past. We cannot change the past. We cannot cry over what has already broken. Check. If he missed the bus, he'd be late. So we say if he had missed the bus, he would have been late. Okay, as you can see. If I write the essay, I have the best mark. Now I have a bad mark. If I had written the essay, I would have had the best mark. Now, unfortunately, I hadn't written the essay. If we play the match, we win. We would have won if we had played the match. So we haven't played the match, we haven't won the match. So as you can see here, we cannot cry over the past. Bygones are bygones.